You have announced the signing of Casadei over the last few days. How pleased are you to get him into the club?
Finally, yeah. You asked me 4 or 5 times. No, Cesare anyway. As I said many times, I know him. He's from Italy, I'm from Italy, so I know him very well. And he's kind of player that probably give us something different. It's more box to box. It's less probably pocket player. But at the end, now with the 4 midfielder, attacking midfielder, I think now it's enough to have some different solution.
What are those differences that maybe the players you have already don't have that he will be able to bring to the club?
No, yeah, first of all, is since I arrived here, I always said about Keenan, Dennis, Wilfred, that we need to arrive in the box. And Cesare, you don't need to tell him to arrive because it's always in the box. So first of all, he gives us this solution. And probably Dennis a little bit more quality than the other. But at the end, as I said, we have 4 now and we can choose.
You said you wanted 4 more signings before Casadei arrived, so I'm assuming that would be maybe another 3 more that you wanted to get through the door, but you said the players would have to go before you could do that. Are the club any closer to being able to move any of those players on?
No. At the moment, no. But I said the last time that we need 3 or 4 new players. Also depends. The players we have, if they're gonna stay, we are okay. But if some of them they're gonna leave for any reason, we need more players.
Cardiff City tomorrow, Enzo at King Power Stadium. What test will they pose?
Very, very important test for us. Very difficult for sure. They have played 2 games, official game. The first one against Leeds, they were 0-2 after first half. And the game at home, probably the results was not fair because they had many chances to crossbar. It's a very good team and will be another difficult game for us, like the last 2 or 3 games.
We spoke after the Huddersfield game and I said to you that that was the first time that Leicester had won their first 3 competitive fixtures since 1922. This weekend is a chance to win 4 competitive fixtures for the first time ever for Leicester City to start the season. This could be quite a good start for you, as not only as for Leicester City manager, but also quite a good start for the club historically as well.
The only thing that I'm worried in this moment is that the people, the fans, and you or some of you can think that for us it's easy to win games. But it's not like this. So tomorrow, if we win, as you said, probably we have 4 wins in a row. That is something fantastic. But will be for sure not easy. And as I said, for me now, the clear message for everyone is that the season just started. We have 44 more games. So it's now, as always I said, was Coventry, after Coventry, Barton, then Huddersfield. Now it's tomorrow, Cardiff, and stop. And then we see the next one. But the most important thing is that every game will be difficult.
Enzo, thank you very much. Best
Thank
of
you.
Tomorrow.
Thank you.
Enzo, an interesting debate has started amongst the fans. Some of them see what you're trying to do, building from the back, going through the middle, etc., different paces in different parts of the pitch, all that. And others keep saying, yeah, but when it doesn't work, why don't you play long? Why is there no plan B? What do you say to those fans?
No, the reason why anyway, we create some chances playing also not long ball, but a little bit more longer than short, because the opponent give us this kind of solution. But most of the time, they don't give us this solution. So we need to try to attract them, as I said from the beginning, attract them and creating spaces in behind and then ready to attack. This is another important main thing for us that we would like to have our people, our fans, to understand the game after game a little bit more. Our idea that is it's already in the first 3 official game we saw something about that. Many chances creating from the back. Probably we missed the last third, we missed quality 1v1 or last pass or miss the chances. But I always said the same. For us, the most important thing is to create chance to arrive there. And then with the time, we're going to score goals. Thank you.
Enzo, you were speaking about Casadei with Owen. I was watching his highlights from the World Cup, the Under-20 World Cup, and I saw that he got his head on quite a lot of crosses and he seems to thrive in the air. Is that something we're going to see from him, do you think? Sort of winning headers inside the box and attacking in that way?
Yeah, the same we saw from Keenan. You know, he scored against Coventry, he scored in the friendly game at the beginning against Northampton, very similar goals. It's the only way to score goal, as I said, is to arrive in the box. And Cesare is always there. And for sure also because it's a big guy, so he can give us this solution.
We've not seen anything of Victor Christensen, who I know has been injured, and Luke Thomas yet. Obviously, they're quite sort of traditional fullbacks, and you've perhaps been playing the way your fullbacks operate, obviously with Ricardo moving into midfield, the other fullbacks kind of dropping into the back three. Are you having to coach those two to work out which of those options are best for them?
No, yeah, for sure, as you said, there are two clear fullback that probably in our system, in our team, they need to learn many things and to adapt a little bit. We are trying to do it, but in the same time, we understand that probably the best quality for them is to play as a fullback. That is the way they play all their life. But we are trying, and we are trying to teach them some concept.
Do you see them as kind of like Ricardo moving into midfield, or do you see them like you've been using James Justin?
No, I don't think Victor and Luke, they can play inside like Ricardo is doing now. Probably we can try to use them in different way. Victor in the way that we are using Callum, and Luke we are working with him and to see how we can adapt him.
You spoke about transfers earlier as well, and about other positions that you might be looking at. I'm just wondering, do you think you need to strengthen in the midfield further? I'm mainly thinking about Harry Winks' position, and maybe if he was to get injured, do you have anybody that could replace him, or is that something you need to?
Yeah, absolutely. We have Amsa that he can play there. We have even we can play with Wilfred. Now, for sure that. Our skills quality is different from Amsa, and is different from Wilfred for sure. But we have players that they can play there.
The players that you left out of the squad at Huddersfield, you said that you felt it was better for them to stay at home, and you said sort of the noise around them transfer-wise was sort of part of the reason. Was it just a case that you didn't feel their heads were in the right place to play for Leicester City at the moment?
No, I don't think this. As I said last week, for some of them was a technical decision, and for some of them, because there are some noises, probably it's better to stay home. But doesn't mean that today they're gonna stay home again. Oh yes, I don't know. We have a session today. Depends how they are, if they are all fit, and then we take decision.
And last one, if you wouldn't mind. You mentioned about players potentially leaving the club.
Yeah.
Have you had to have conversations with players to tell them that they're not in your plans, and that they're better to look for another club?
But most of the time, the players, they already know. They can realize, they can understand from day by day. But for sure, I spoke with them, and they all know my idea about them.